And it's like 7:56. Got up this morning, got my daughter ready for school, and I'm getting ready to get my son ready for school. But I made the mistake of I took all my prescription medicine, but that additional little anti-acid, like milky substance that I have to take proactively, I didn't take it over in the morning when I started feeling some discomfort, and that was a big mistake. So I want to say, obviously make sure you don't overdose on anything, but take what they give you to take. Because if you wait too long and you start having gas and nausea and like what feels like anti-acid buildup, it is very painful. So I'm up here this morning like in tears because I'm a little uncomfortable. I just took the little packet, but it's a hard lesson learned. Like, I'm the type of person that I try to take as less medicine as possible. Obviously, I was going to finish my prescriptions, and I'm on track for those. But like, I try not to take anything extra. You guys, that's a big mistake. I mean, again, make sure you're clear with your doctor on what you're doing for your scenario. Excuse me. But don't get behind on proactive pain relief, because baby, this gas, this anti-acid, this nausea, if it catches you, it's strong post-surgery. So just a little PSA for me. I'm having a rough patch this morning, but I do feel the relief starting to come. And also too, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't, get on up and walk, because that will help you pass gas. My little belches and little farts, I hate to say that, but that's what they are, to pass gas, have still been odorless. I'm 4 days post-op. Had my surgery on February 5th. Today's February 9th. But passing gas and then wearing your compression stockings during the day, taking them off at night, all that stuff is critical and important for you to be comfortable and, be actively working towards your active recovery. All right, so this is day 4 post-op, but my second full day of being back at home after my surgery. Yesterday went pretty well, but I ended up not finishing all of my protein electrolyte hydration drink. So today I am planning, and I'm going to be a lot more strategic. I kind of pulled everything out yesterday, but to be honest, I was just like kind of pulling it out as the day went. That's not going to work. What I see I'm going to have to do to make sure I stay hydrated is pre-pull out everything at the top of the day. So that's what I've done. So they want me to at least get 24 grams of protein. So this here protein 2.0 is 20 grams out of my 24 minimum, 24 to 50. So I'm going to make sure I start sipping on that early this morning. In one of my 16.9 ounce waters, I'm going to do some of this Snapple fruit drink mix. It's in the flavor kiwi strawberry. Got these from Dollar Tree. The other one I'm going to leave is plain water, because yesterday I just only had a flavored water and I felt myself craving plain water, and I can't sip out of a straw. So protein, 2.0 protein and electrolytes, water with flavor, plain water. Already in here I have some warm water with the Goya pollo chicken broth in here, and I've been sipping on that. And then also I'm going to get a second set of broth today, or I may switch this out for Jello. But basically I'm just being proactive to go ahead and start working on all beverages first thing in the morning. But today, instead of drinking the flavored water kind of more, because it's more pleasurable, because honestly, you guys, this stuff is nasty, and I didn't have any way to know that. But instead of drinking the flavored water first and just the broth, I'm going to be a little bit more intentional about getting this protein in me and the broth with water, and then kind of focus on still sipping on this here and there, but this will be less of a priority. So that's how I'm handling that. Also, another reality of something to consider: if you're married, or if you have a partner, if you have kids or nieces, nephew, or anybody that you normally will cook for, like, you need to still like have the strength to cook for them. Like, obviously if you're feeling nauseous or not well, then that's one thing. But if you know you're feeling well, please don't just neglect your family that is there to support and help you. If you feel up to it, go ahead and cook. You know you can't have it. I don't know about you all, but I'm not even hungry. But today, I'm keeping it simple. But my husband just dropped off our son at daycare, and he took our daughter to school earlier. So he's not asking me to do anything. But when he comes home, I'll be well into or almost finished fixing him a ham, egg, cheese sandwich. So that's what I'm about to do. It's something super simple, but cooking food doesn't bother me. Like, I don't feel any kind of way. I made this decision to do this for my life, my body, my health. So if I have to sacrifice anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks before I can start eating solid foods again, it is what it is. It's only going to help me in the end because I'll give my body time to heal, and life still goes on, right? So pour back into those that are there for you and that pour into you and that support you, because I can't drive this week. My husband has not complained, not one time. He said, I will drive and do all the driving that needs to be done this week. I'll go to the grocery store and get the stuff that's needed for the baby. And, so that's a blessing. So pour back into those that pour into you. I just want to say that because it's very relevant when you've had a procedure like this done. All right, let me quit yapping and let me go ahead and fix my husband some breakfast. All right. So I wanted to do a quick clip where I just come on and show kind of what I'm dealing with on my legs. I'm not a doctor or medical professional. My legs were already plus size, but I'm dealing with somewhat looks like water retention and swelling in my legs. And as far as these random like skin scars or whatever, I literally don't know exactly what day they happen. But they happened at some point. I did have on some thigh-high compression stockings while I was at the surgical facility. So at some point between like after surgery and now it happened. It honestly happened before I got home, so I don't know when that happened, but these will heal. But yeah, I just wanted to show that I'm dealing with like extreme swelling in my legs. And then I also obviously have my belly that's still swollen. And I got on the scale today and it looked like I gained weight. And I got on a scale today and my weight had went from 227 before surgery to 231. So I looked that up, and again, they were saying that one of the side effects post-surgery due to the trauma of the surgery is, water retention and swelling, and inflammation. So I'm definitely dealing with some kind of combination of that, but I'm not gonna freak out and panic. I'm just gonna take it one day at a time, listen to my body. And also another thing that I want to try to do, my surgery was on the 5th, tomorrow's the 10th. I want to try to rest a little bit more because I have been up on my legs a lot. So I'm heeding the weightlifting restrictions, but I need to do a little better about resting. So I'll make sure I do that. I wanted to share a brand of sugar-free gel snacks, Jell-O, that my husband was able to find at our Walmart last night, just so that maybe at your Walmart you all may have it. But it's Winky Desserts gel snacks, and in one whole pack, not having to buy them separate, you get strawberry, lemon, lime, black cherry, and orange. So I think this is awesome to be able to have a Jell-O alternative where you can get multiple flavors in one pack and more than 4 cups. So I just wanted to share this. So today's date is February 10th. I am 5 days post-op. I had my gastric sleeve, or VSG, as you like to call it, surgery on February 5th. So I just wanted to show like what I'm consuming today. So I just have a 16.9 ounce bottle of water. I have another 16.9 ounce bottle of water, but I've mixed in this, let me bring it up closer, Margaritaville strawberry daiquiri flavored drink mix. This is 0 sugar. I got a big box of these from Walmart. Having a protein 2O drink, protein hydration drink with electrolytes, orange mango. That's 16.9 ounces. I have me some Swanson sipping bone broth in the chicken flavor, 10 grams of protein. And I did just add in half a pack of the Goya bouillon powder to that. Trying to keep my sodium down because I'm sure this is high in sodium, and I found out this is extremely high in sodium. So lesson learned. Yesterday I mixed in a whole packet of this into water. Today I'm just doing a half a packet into this. I'm just noticing though that that's protein though, so that's good because my minimum protein goal is 24 grams to 50 grams a day. So if this is, if this is 10 and this is 20, that gives me 30 grams of protein. Just have some Jello here. It's been sitting out for a while, so it's kind of gotten a little more liquidy. And then later on before bed, I am gonna fix me a cup of this raspberry zinger herbal tea, caffeine-free celestial seasonings. So I just pulled that box out right now because those are, the tea bags are not individually wrapped, right? It's just when you take it out, like it's just a tea bag, like right there. So I don't want it to become wet or anything like that. So this is what I'm consuming for today on my clear liquid diet. Again, day 5 post-op, but day 4 in my day 5 post-op. But yeah, day 5 post-op. So, and just like I said, I'm still doing my clear liquid diet. Once again, I just want to come on camera and show that like life doesn't stop. Even though I can't have any food to eat, I still have to make sure my family has something to eat. So we had some chicken, like a whole chicken, and several other things catered around Christmas. So we had some of those things left over in the freezer. So my husband went in on this halfway last night, but I am going to have to take the rest of this chicken and get all the good meat off of it and get it put in this bag, because even when I can start having solid soft meats, I'll be able to put some in the food processor and have it. But I'm gonna get the rest of this chicken off of the bones and pull it all off and put into the bag. And then I just have a head of broccoli here because I'm gonna get this cut up and seasoned and stuff and oiled and put this in the oven because tonight for dinner my husband is having broccoli, salmon, and rice, and my daughter. So again, I just wanted to show this on camera because real life doesn't stop just because you're on a clear diet. You gotta keep making sure that your family can eat. So yeah. Okay, confession time. I have been on a clear liquid diet since February 2nd. Today is February 10th. Out of those 8 days from February 2nd to February 10th, 2 of those days I was like fasted, just ice chips. So your girl is kind of desperate for the flavor of something else in my mouth other than the clear liquids and broth that I can have. But I'm not quite ready to start chewing, and I'm also not quite ready for purees. I'm also not at the stage where I can do like all liquids. So, I could have like my fudge pops, my sugar-free fudge pops. That'll be after this Friday. Today is Tuesday. So in my desperation to get some kind of flavor in my mouth, my husband bought these last night. Now, I'm not trying to encourage wrongdoing, but it just solved my problem. I took one Cheeto Puff at a time, put it in my mouth, gently suck the flavor, and it literally like turns to a puree in your mouth, these soft Cheeto Puffs. And then I spit it out in the trash. But it did the trick to get the flavor in my mouth, but no chewing, and very just little like that. Also, got some praline pecans here. I dare not chew these, but just to put it in your mouth and kind of get it around safely, don't choke, and get the flavor. It's doing the trick, because my family's eating normal and I can't. And that's fine. That's what I signed up for. But your girl needs some other flavor. So, if someone's reached this point in the video, and you also got VSG / gastric sleeve surgery, and maybe something you want to consider with certain foods, like put it in your mouth just to taste it. Don't bite. I'm going to spit it out in the trash to help get you through this phase, because it's definitely helping me. I keep recording this as content because this is real life. I just prepared my husband a nice simple breakfast with some pork sausage, cheese, eggs, and toast with jelly. And I can't have it, but the crazy thing is I don't even want it. But here's breakfast for hubby. Num, num, num. So I'm fixing my son's bottles with his Pediasure growing game for the day. So I'm just getting this filled up to 8 ounces. And my little water warmer. Each of his bottles takes like 8 ounces of water and 6 scoops. And then come over here. And then I have to do 6 scoops of the growing game powder. He does it in all 3 flavors. Just showing what I'm kind of doing as my day goes. And try to capture as much as I can today. Here's the 6 scoops. I'm gonna put this on and shake it. I'm not gonna be able to shake it while I'm holding my phone. I'm about to fix him this bottle to have now. He is offered school lunch and snack, and then he just has a puree pouch for later. These are some bottles already fixed, strawberry and vanilla. And then he has a little Go-Gurt pouch in here on his ice packs. But yeah, this is what I'm doing for the other part of my morning before I prep for me. I gotta get my son together. My husband got my son dressed for school, and now he's just having a battle, right, Pa? He looking like Mama. So, hey, Pa. So here's my hubby and Ethan. Ethan. He is so not looking up. Anywho, he's dressed for school and he's ready to go. Just about to put some of these little Mama's Tea, their essential oil things, on his jawline and gums. Pop. And that's what he thinks about that. All right. Hubby and my son are leaving. Bye. Pulling off. I end up having to place an order for a few extra items, some bariatric vitamins with iron, and some snacks for the kids, yogurt, and some little fudge pops. Also within that order, I went ahead and got me an 8-pack of some Ensure Max protein shakes because they're 30 grams of protein. So super excited to find this. The price is only $19.94 plus tax, and it comes with a variety of flavors. So this I'm super excited to get. Discipline and consistency are definitely the name of the game post VSG, gastric sleeve surgery. So every morning it's the same thing. I get up, I identify which meds I need to take in the morning. I set alarms for the appropriate time frames for the ones I take in the evening. I do have the Arnicare over there. Let me see if I can get this to focus. The Arnicare over there, and then also this antacid I've already showed before. I can kind of take those as needed. But I did just let a couple of Arnicare dissolve underneath my tongue. I have my blood thinner and my antibiotic and my antacid pill that I have to go ahead and take. I'm about to take those. And as per usual, I've planned out what I'm going to consume liquid-wise for the day. So I just have some of the leftover Swanson's chicken broth with some of the Goya chicken bouillon powder mixed into it, left over from yesterday. Another one of these protein 2O protein hydration drinks that is 20 grams of protein. Today for my water mix-in, I'm doing the Sun-Kissed, and it's the pineapple flavor. Then I just got me a thing of plain water, and then I have a bag of herbal tea. Today is raspberry again. Usually consume this around night, but I go ahead and pull it out. And then a high C fruit punch, because I can have juice as long as it's not a nectar juice or has any like seeds or anything in it or pulp. So of course I cannot drink out of a straw. So I will be squeezing this into some other cup when I'm ready to drink it. These are for my daughter's snack, but I have a brand new pack coming today, so it won't impact, like what she needs for her snack. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink this because we have no other juice in the house. I need to get some juice. But yeah, like I said, I just track everything every day here, the times and how long I gotta take everything for my prescriptions. And then every day I'm just making sure I kind of look at my folder to see the different phases and everything and any other important notes to remember. That's my surgeon, Dr. Sandy Martinez. I'm such a fan of her. She gave me an important tool to change my life. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to end up doing a full separate video kind of walking through this, but I just wanted to just briefly show on this video some of the things that I'm going to be implementing. It's not all inclusive. On stage at phases, 2, where I can kind of go to all liquids and even liquids with thicker consistency, and then phase 3, which I can actually start implementing in soft foods, and then obviously at some point, once I get comfortable, I can, kind of dial up from this. So I just at least want to do a quick little pan, but I do plan on doing a full walkthrough video of this on my channel, just kind of showing some of the ideas of things I'm going to be eating for phase 2 and 3. Again, right now I'm on phase 1, 1 to 2 weeks after surgery, all clear liquids. Phase 2 is all liquids, and like supplements and things like that. And then phase 3 is soft foods, puree, and then after that it's just dials back to like eating regular types of food, but obviously in moderation. But here's a quick glimpse of some of the things that'll be in that other video. I was gonna do it all in here, but I'm just gonna make it a separate video, so stay tuned for that. I just thought this would also be something good to include on the video, because this is definitely a part of the game. So being that my stomach is still healing from the gastric sleeve, taking capsules like this are not recommended because it could be really hard on the stomach, but I still need the medicine that's on the inside of the capsule. So what I have to do for these is just literally empty it into my hand. This stuff tastes disgusting. And then I already have my flavored water ready to go to take it. I'm just gonna show me opening up the capsule and getting it emptied into my hand and kind of how messy it is. Some of these capsules are a little hard to open, but I just need the medicine on the inside to get into my body. So here we go. It's almost open. I just kind of have it hovering over my hand here so that the powder can fall in my hand. Let's see if I can get this open on camera. Here we go. Here it comes. So we're just emptying that half of all the contents in the capsule, and then emptying the other half. Just kind of check them and make sure they're empty. It's what they're just like empty little shells. And then this medicine here is like little dots. So let me use my mouth and get that. I don't know if you all can see those little dots in my hand. Hold on, I'll try to do a better job for the next one. Actually, let me see if I can angle it this way. Oops. So yeah, there's like powder and there's some like little pebble like dots in my hand. Let me open the last one because I take them all at the same time. So disgusting. The dots, a couple of them fell away. Here's what they look like. But again, in my hand I have, let me see if I can change my angle. In my hand I have dots and powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it, just throw it back. Right. Ugh. Swish, then swallow. I'll drink again. Another time. Still got some of those dots in my mouth. Ugh. Thankfully, in the morning, it's like most of my medicines, and then I just only have to take one more of those powder gel caps later on. But it's disgusting. I'm glad that's only for 7 days. Gotta go wash my hands. This is real life. Now I have to clean up the little after spill or leftover mess on the floor of the pieces of medicine that fell. Definitely don't want my son to get a hold of it. in the little white pieces. And then the little powder. The Amazon bags have arrived. I'm so excited to open these up. These are not all items for me. Like I said, I ordered my daughter a pack of some more high C fruit punch juices, an 8 count. My son needed some yogurt, so I got him some of the Stonyfield Organic Yo Baby whole milk yogurt in the peach and pear flavors. And then I think this is so cool how they have this in this like insulated bag. So cool. Whoa. This is my huge box of Fudgesicle Fudge Pops. So I'm adding one of these to what I'm having today. I'm actually about to have one right now. I've been waiting for these. I'm gonna let it melt just a little bit, but super excited for this. This Fudgesicle is so satisfying. Y'all excuse how I'm looking. I feel like this is my first treat. Since I've been on my clear liquids diet since February 2nd and also the days I've been fasting. I let it melt some, as I mentioned before. So far, I'm almost done. No pains in my stomach. This is so good. It's a rainy day here in Kennesaw, Georgia. I don't know if you all can see the raindrops coming down. This is just our backyard in a retention pond area. So I am getting a slow start to today because today I've been filming a lot of content and I wanted to make sure I got my medicines and got a good start on my fluids. But I finally got the bed made for the day. And yeah, about to get my clothes on next. My daughter is home from school. I was trying to get a clip of her running into the garage, but she's so fast. Zoe, say hi to YouTube fam.
Hi.
Girl.
Hi! I got this and it's from one of my friends.
Yeah?
And it says 2025. Mom, what does this say?
2026.
No, I'm talking about this.
Olympic Winter Games.
And it's called 2026 and it's called Olympic Winter Game.
Wow! Y'all excuse the mess in the garage. It's kind of chaotic right there.
It's
Something
kind of,
happened with all of that. It's not normal how it
kind of
is.
foggy in here.
Yeah, it's normally really organized. Okay, let's go in. Fix some mozzarella cheese sticks for my husband. And then my daughter also has some. And some pickles.
It's me, Zoe.
Zoe.
Hi, YouTube fams.
My stomach is making a whole bunch of gurgling noises after I have drunk half of this. Like, whoop, whoop. So I'm going to try to see if I can capture it on video. I'm going to give it a couple of moments. Let me see if you all can hear it. It just made a... I see it just made a couple of sounds. Let me try again. Hold on. It's really... Third time's a charm. Let's try to see if you all can hear anything else. It may be done. Keep having alarms and stuff going on. Did you all hear that? It went... Last time to wait. Let's see. Okay, if you all haven't heard those 4 sounds, you're not going to be able to hear it, but hopefully you can. I'll check the clip and see if I can hear it. But maybe that's a common side effect. I don't know. I haven't read anything that said that or watched a video where someone else said that was a side effect, but this is like my stomach's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like I'm trying to figure this out. What is this? Clearly, it's not the healthiest, but I can't have any kind of juice, they said, just as long as it, again, does not have nectar or pulp. So this is like a treat. And the fudge pot was a treat. But I can have them. I'm allowed to. Oh my God, that was such a loud sound. Let's try one more time. Boy, it's putting in some overtime with that high C. May not want to drink that so soon. So my son, it doesn't look like much, but he had a chicken finger, he had some Cheetos, some cheese, and 2 of those like confetti or birthday cake, whatever they're called, Cheerios. So he's just having a little lunchy snack, and I'll offer him some yogurt or food pouch here soon. But we're watching Miss Rachel. My daughter is at dance class. Her dad had to take her today because I'm not able to drive still. And we're just enjoying our evening at home. Pretty soon we'll be wrapping it up for the day, so it won't be too many more clips on this vlog. We're playing peekaboo! Hey, Bob! You little dirty bitch. Peekaboo! Oh, buddy. He's sleepy, y'all. Hey, buddy. Huh? Hey, buddy. Okay, he wants to do it one more time. Huh? Hey! I have this thing where anything that I have outstanding left to do or anything, I leave it on the countertop and then I work through clearing off the countertop. So I just got done filling out the Valentine's Day cards for my daughter, and then my son is using the dinosaur and sushi and soy sauce one. I'm getting ready to finish this broth, and this is where I'm at with my liquids. Still have this, still have quite a bit of this and this, because I had extra stuff today, and I don't have to do a tea bag, so I may even not do that today. But yeah, that's kind of how the day is shaping up. Thank you all so much for watching this clip. Let me come on camera. 1 week post-op. 2 weeks post-op. 2:14, and I started off at 2:30. All right, better. Thank you all so much for watching this Life After Gastric Sleeve Part 2. Just wanted to simply show everyday life things, as well as kind of what are some of the things that I was doing post gastric sleeve. Today is February 11th. My procedure was on February 5th, so I'm 6 days post-op. But as always, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate the love and support. I hope this video was enjoyable, informational for some, and until next time, I'll see you later.